Lordy have mercy, child. Hi there. I'm Professor Blackmore, and welcome back to my channel. And that's right, I'm coming back to you again today to talk about Britney Spears, but this time to discuss this interesting court document filed by the attorneys of Kevin Federline just recently in July of 2022. And I also want to respond to this and other comments and messages that I've received regarding the custody case are pertinent to the children of Britney Spears and Kevin Federline, and why the behavior you saw at the beginning of this video displayed by Britney Spears will not assist in supporting any decisions in her favor that could otherwise have been made by the judge in this case. And if you want to get caught up on all of the explosive details of all of the disappearing and now deleted social media posts made by Britney and her husband when they tried to clap back against Kevin Federline for spilling all of the tea when Britney Spears' kids said that they didn't want to visit with her anymore as a result of her posting all of her naked pictures all over the internet, and how Kevin Federline clapped back to the clapback, and then how Britney clapped back to that clapback. Please watch my prior videos, and I'll place a link in the description section below. And I also want to let you know that if you want to become a member of the jury of today's court proceedings and have exclusive access to documents that we'll deliberate on today, please consider becoming an exclusive member of the ProfessorBlackmore.com jury. And I'll also place a direct link for this in the description section below as well. But I'm going to jump right in because we have so much to cover. And I want to let you know right off the bat that this will be continued in a series of one or more other videos because there's just so much to cover here. And so I get a lot of comments and other messages from people who do not really believe that there is a formal custody court case governing the parent-child relationship between Britney Spears and K-Fed and their children. But there absolutely is. Quite frankly, you would not be able to hold this mess together in any way in which these children will have some sanity in their lives without one. And so whenever a divorce is filed that involves children, the court must deal with the issues of custody, visitation, and child support in the best interest of those children. And even after the divorce decree is signed and the parties' marital estate is disposed, the child custody case remains in effect until the children turn age 18. And so you'll remember at the end of my last video, after K-Fed started posting videos of things Britney said to her children during their visitation, I stated that this could be a build-up to court action in the near future. And when I search the court records, I can see that K-Fed's attorneys are absolutely perched and ready, as is reflected in this July 14, 2022 court filing. But it seems that either one or two things is occurring at the present time. Either one, they are concerned that Britney is crazy enough to file something, or two, they're contemplating filing something, but it won't be until after September 14, 2022, because this is what this filing says in essence, and that is that their law firm will be appearing at a trial in another matter from July 18, 2022 through and including September the 9th, 2022, and that they will be unavailable to make personal appearances, respond to ex parte applications, etc. It states further that request is hereby made that no court action take place during said time in this action. And so now this is the intriguing thing that occurred to me as I was reviewing the court documents that I will be covering in greater detail in later videos. But this is something that probably has not occurred to all of the various lawyers because everybody has been so focused on the conservatorship issue. And sometimes it can be hard for the lawyers, especially when you have so many different lawyers working on so many different separate issues. It can be hard for all of them to click on the things that need to be clicked on in other matters. So at some point in this case, we all know that Britney Spears was no longer deemed to have the capacity to represent her own interests in this case. And so Britney Spears filed this divorce involving the children back in 2007, but the conservatorship began in 2008. And so the attorneys previously representing her when all of the custody issues started flaring up in 2008 up until the present time when there were custody issues that had to be ruled on as late as 2018, well, those lawyers would have been hired by the conservatorship, and all of the decisions made in the custody case and any documents that would have been filed or signed would have had to been signed off on by Britney Spears' father, who was the conservator, and in some instances, the attorney ad litem for the conservatorship that was appointed by the conservatorship court. So when you go back and look at KFED's attorney's July 2022 filing, you'll see that they properly served those attorneys that remain to be listed as the attorneys of record, i.e., the same attorneys that were hired by the conservatorship. And so I'm telling you that I highly doubt that those attorneys are still working on this case. And I'm sure they would have sent this notice to their client, which would have been the conservatorship, which has since dissolved, and maybe they sent a copy to Britney Spears directly, but I highly doubt that she would know what the document is, and if she even read it and addressed it by hiring new attorneys to represent her interests directly in this case. So she has an attorney who worked on the conservatorship matter, who's running around with such heat and fire in the news media, trying to do his best to destroy Britney Spears' father. But somebody needs to get a hold of this matter, because as I see it, she's virtually unrepresented. If those attorneys hired by the conservatorship are no longer retained to work on this custody matter. And as a matter of fact, I can even see this being filed by KFED's attorney as a trial balloon filing, just to see who actually is representing Britney Spears' interests on this matter at the present time. But as you know, I just report, and I'll let you all decide. So what do you think about all of this? Do you think that Britney Spears needs to get off the boat and stop posting naked pictures of herself and get educated about her legal status and hire an attorney to represent her interests in this custody case now that she no longer has a conservatorship that is parenting her? Or should she keep wasting her time posting all of this foolishness on Instagram while listening to the foolish comments from her fans, while KFED ends up with an order from the court discontinuing her visitation rights altogether with her children? Please let me know by leaving your comments in the comments section below. And if you want to become a member of the ProfessorBlackmore.com jury and view all of the court documents that we will deliberate on in this case, please consider becoming an exclusive member of the ProfessorBlackmore.com jury by using the direct link in the description section below. And I hope you'll also give me a big thumbs up. And I want to ask that you also subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post another episode of the Professor Blackmore CaseClosed.com Legal Hot Topics vlogcast. And please also follow me on TikTok and Instagram.